I'm Dan Klaskins, the publisher of TriStateFootball.com, here along with my partner, Greg Shoemaker. We're breaking down all the biggest games on the action here in Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky, and it is one of the best regular season slates of the season. We can't get started soon enough breaking down these games. We've already got some of the biggest upsets of the season, some statements that have been made. We're going to talk to coaches and plenty more. And always, you can follow along on the Underground Sports Shop scoreboard, TriStateFootball.com/scores. The way to do that, and we're getting some good help today. Making his producing debut here on High School Football Night, Liam Tomlinson behind the glass. We have Haley Vallandingham and Adeline McCullum helping us out from our NKU class. Wes Akers and the gang, Friday Football Live. If you're not checking that out on Friday night on their YouTube page, I don't know what you're doing, but Shu, wow.
Holy cow.
I mean, the games galore. We got the best Kentucky games of the season, the best Ohio games of the season, maybe the best upset of the season. Where do you even want to start, my man?
I mean, we got to start right here on this airwaves with what Moeller did tonight over a great St. X defense. And, St. X defense came into this game only giving up less than 60 yards per game throwing the football. And Moeller comes out and runs the ball in the first series in a great atmosphere out there at West Claremont High School between the number 1 and number 2 teams. But, man, Moeller's played the toughest schedule so far, and they showed that they were the tougher team tonight. Came out, smash mouth football, and then just did their thing. Nicely done by Moeller on all sides of in all phases of the game. That Jack Malabar 47-yard field goal right before halftime, that was huge, and it really gave Moeller that little bit of cushion they needed and breathing room. And boy, they breathed really hard in the second half down St. X's neck.
Oh man, did they ever? And anytime those two teams meet, you're going to have a great game. You were out there tonight, Shu. It sounded like it was quite the atmosphere as it was around the Tri-State. I can tell you this. I had a little family event, so before the show, I was not at a football game, but I was witnessing the Covington Catholic student body marching from their school all the way literally to Beechwood tonight. It was the Battle of Dixie Highway. And what a game that was, literally on tap. But it did not turn out that way on paper. The Colonels win their 4th straight in the rivalry, a game that just went final literally within the minute. Covington Catholic winning 42-14 in the big one over there. Obviously
42-14.
42-14.
Wow, that game was I think Beechwood was up in that game 14-7 at one point. So, man, a really nice job by Covcath coming in and finishing that off strong. Covcath's really, really good. And look, that might be 42-14, but I guarantee you Beechwood isn't going to lose a game until deep into the playoffs if they lose another one the rest of the year.
Yeah, and the team to talk about on that side of the river very well could be the Highlands Bluebirds, the 8th-ranked Bluebirds, the top 2 ranked teams in Northern Kentucky in our Blitz 5 top 25. Highlands, Ryle, it was a much better contest there, but in Fort Thomas, it was the home team, the Highlands, coming up winners 28-24. A big night there, and Shu, I said it after I saw him in that Cooper game. This Highlands team is going to be tough to beat. I mean, you got a dude like Max Mers up front, and now Lorenzen just continue. I mean, he was a little quiet last week. I think some were wondering what happened in his usage of Boyle County. A lot of people talking about what his potential is. But here's what I know tonight. Tonight they beat a very good football team and a statement game here. The way Covcath beat Beechwood, the way Highlands beat Ryle tonight, man, I can't wait to that matchup.
Yeah, Class 4A is going to be special. And, the good thing about the new Sagarin ratings over in Kentucky is our two teams are good, but they won't – they could end up facing each other in the Final Four. They won't face each other in district play or regional play because their records are so good and who they've beaten. But, man, Highlands came into the night, Dan, with – 18 offensive touchdowns. Lorenzen had 6 of them, but they had 11 total players with offensive touchdowns into the night, and they double up Ryle. This game, too, over the last 3 years, the two teams have averaged 79 points between them in those 3 games. Tonight, only 42. Interesting dichotomy there in this series because all these kids have played together since Savage has been out there since his freshman year, and same with Virax from Ryle and a couple of the other kids from Highlands as well. Max Mers was a starter in this game as a freshman as well.
Well, Lorenzen scored at least 2 touchdowns tonight that I can account for.
He's a dude, man. Inside, he is a load to bring down inside in the red zone.
It was a big night in the GMC as well, Shu. We had a couple battles featuring ranked opponents inside the GMC. We thought those would headline the evening, Princeton, Lakota East, Hamilton, Mason, whatever it was, but Fairfield had a different story in mind, didn't they?
They sure did, knocking off Lakota West, and Fairfield wasn't even ranked, and now they're 2-2 on this, or 3-2 on the season, 3-1 in the GMC out of nowhere. Fairfield, hats off. And Justin Roden got that gig there late in the year. Jason Crouch decided after track season that he was going to just step down as the head coach there. Roden was over at Oak Hills. He took that job late, and we talked to him in the preseason after he had taken the job, and he liked what he had there at Fairfield. And boy, oh boy, look at those guys. Hats off to those guys. And it's a topsy-turvy GMC right now. There is no doubt about it. Middletown sitting on top at 5-0 after a 62-0 win over Sycamore tonight. And, Middletown's in Division I Region 2, and they're the number one seed in Division I Region 2, which is with all the GWOC teams from Dayton. So even though they're a GMC school, they're in a totally different region, and that could be Middletown facing Moeller or maybe a St. X or somebody else come the regional finals if we get to that point for a shot to go to the state championship, because the GWOC, they went 5-19 in non-conference play. I don't think we're going to have the Region 2 champion, whether it be Springfield or another team or Centerville out of the GWOC. I mean, Middletown's got as good a shot as any to win that.
The GWOC is brutal.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, I think Beaver Creek's going to be on the top of that standings before the night's over.
Hamilton and Mason. That was a really closely contested battle. As long we're talking some GMC football, and Mason comes out on top of this one, 28-21. A tough loss for the Big Blue. It seems like a season that's been filled with them, but as you said here, Mason, a team right now, it's on a bit of a streak here. Sure.
Yeah, they've won 3 in a row, and I got to tell you, what I saw tonight, and the thing about Mason is they have their quarterback is D'Lo Birch, who started the last 2 years at Princeton, and he came back. He's a Mason kid. He came back to Mason, and now you know who his offensive coordinator is over there. It's Scott Datillo, the former Sycamore head coach, and he's really finding his groove with Datillo. Datillo has been always a quarterback running kind of guy. He loves those dual threats, but more of the triple option, not the triple option, but a quarterback that can run the ball and put the decisions in his hands. And I think Datillo is going to do great things with D'Lo Birch and Mason. Mason right now is a team to keep their eye on. Next week they got Princeton.
Yeah, they definitely do. And I mean, Hamilton, as always, you can get those scores here on the program, brought to you by our friends AE Door and Window Company. AE Door and Window Company, they sell the best, they service the rest. Our thanks really going out to both Bill and Adam Weber for their continued support of high school football tonight for all these many years. And it is definitely a good one there. Shu, it was a pretty lopsided affair between Princeton and Lakota East. The Vikings now are highest rated team in the Blitz 525 inside the GMC. They win tonight 42-7 there. So I think we were expecting a victory, but this Princeton team seems to be clicking on all cylinders right now.
They're really deep, and you know what? They've laid low. This is their time. They've got such great talent on defense, and Landon Marie at the wide receiver / tight end position that he plays, and they're getting good play. Zion Niels is playing well for them right now, but the defense is coming through. Look, Princeton's going to be there, and they're going to challenge Moeller. They're going to challenge St. X. And look, we can't, Elder tonight with a big road win too. So we can't talk about not seeing Elder in that group of teams to win it.
And a perfect transition, because we're going from the GMC to the GCL South. We already talked about Moeller's impressive 17-point victory over St. X, a game you heard right here. The other GCL South matchup featuring a St. X team was Elder at Louisville St. Xavier. And as you mentioned, the Panthers coming up with a big win on the road against a very game St. X team out of Louisville, 26-24, the final in that one. And as always, our Elder scores on the program brought to you by Kelsey Truck Country on Route 50 and 275 in Lawrenceburg, Greater Cincinnati's fastest growing full-service dealer and the Tri-State's #1 Chevy lease dealer, all because of your family believing in ours. From our family to yours, KelseyChev.com. Shu, Elder looks legit. It looks like LaSalle is going to win tonight as well as we work our way through the GCL South. Not yet final. Was interesting. I was watching it over there as part of the Friday Football Live highlights look-arounds there, and Withrow cut it down to 28-20, but LaSalle comes right back down the field. A big night there. Colin Woodridge runs around the left side, a 69-yard touchdown run, the nail in the coffin for LaSalle over Withrow. It's not yet final, but it's about to be 35-20 Lancers with less than a minute to play.
How about that? Lancers lose 18 starters from last year's great group that went 11-3, got to the regional finals, and they're turning around. This is a good win. Withrow is 4-0 coming into this game. They've been playing lights out, and then let's talk a little bit about Elder. Caden Eastep, the quarterback tonight. A junior, he is really coming into his own. He makes great decisions, whether he's running or passing the football. Tonight he ran for 128 in a score, and he also went 20 for 28 with another touchdown and 225 yards through the air. He got sacked twice tonight and still came off the mat. He had an interception, still came off the mat and did what he does best. 225 through the air, 128 on the ground with a touchdown rushing and passing. This kid, dude, Dan, you just watch him week by week, and we're out in Elder in 2 weeks for Moeller Elder, and that's shaping up to be a special one as well. I got to tell you, keep your eye on Caden Eastep. He's putting himself in a position where he may be the player of the year in Division I Southwest District because he is putting up some good stuff against some good teams.
Certainly in the running there, and in the game, really contested, as you would expect in a 2-point affair. But it was the turnover battles. Elder winning a +1 ratio there, 2-1. Total yards, Elder outgained him 364 to 297. And Shu, it was. I mean, it was a back and forth blow the whole time. I mean, almost quarter by quarter, scoring evened out. A classic matchup there. Let's go over to the ECC, Shu, one of our other big games tonight. Anderson, the Raptors, one of the best teams in the area from our preseason rankings. They've sure looked like it 4 weeks in. Tonight, they had Kings, a team that's certainly on the upswing as well, but this one wasn't as close as we were hoping.
No, I mean, look, Anderson's special. They've got a really good defense. They're very good against the pass, and it's funny because they put up 49 again tonight. The last 3 times they played Kings, they've had at least 4. They scored 41 in the last 3 games, and now tonight they put up a 49 against a very good team, an undefeated team on the road. Owen Scaff throws for over 400 yards tonight. They just do everything well. They're averaging 500 yards a game of total offense. And then their defense is special. This team is legit. I mean, they're a legit state championship team.
I don't know if it's quite final. 49-17.
Okay.
Maybe it is final, but I don't have an actual final score on that one. We'll run through those
in a bit. It's 49-24 was the final.
49-24.
James Sprague was out there, our guy.
There you go. 49-24. I hadn't got it back. I lost sight of that one as we were tracking some other close ones. I can tell you one that is final that was a close one in the ECC, Turpin and Loveland. We had Loveland on, featured last week. They pick up their first win. I was anxious to see what it came this week, and Turpin gets a dub here, Shu, 15-7. West Claremont and Milford. That one was pretty nip and tuck at last check, 28-21.
It's
West
actually
Claremont.
35-21 final there with Claremont. Landon Young runs for 5 touchdowns tonight for Landon Young.
Wow.
On the ground. He's a special guy. He's as broad as he is wide. He runs hard. He's a tough guy to bring down. And West Claremont's played a heck of a schedule. They needed a big win.
Sure. I mean, you hit on it before. I mean, as we look around the games, and we'll get back to the schedule in a minute, but I mean, things are a lot different with the playoffs than they used to be, especially in Ohio. Obviously, more and more teams can take these chances. But I mean, if you look at some of these things, I mean, you sort of hinted on the Division I, but you look at what's at stake in these weeks. I mean, what other games of interest tonight do you think could have a big impact?
Well, sure. I mean, you look. There's a lot of Division Four, Region 16 games that are very meaningful in tonight. You look at some of these games that were out there. New Richmond and Roger Bacon tonight. That's a big one in Division Four. Indian Hill. They're looking to stay on top of the rankings in their game over Marymount. I think they cruised pretty easily, pretty handily in that game as well. Fenwick is looking to make their move up in the standings there in Division Four. So Division Four, Region 16. You've got Wyoming. They won tonight. You got Clinton Massey. You've got Alter, which you want to keep an eye on as well. And so you got some of these teams that are really playing very, very good football, but there's a lot of jockeying there because there's so many good teams in 16, and only 12 are going to get there. And there's probably going to be 16 to 17 worthy of being in the playoffs.
Yeah, and I think, you take more chances as well, just
Right.
getting it ready. And it's hard to get games on the schedule, especially some of these conferences. I mean, heck, what was it, the SWAC? I mean, they've
Yeah,
got four
four
teams
teams.
in the conference. It's like, holy cow, trying to schedule the games, you have to take what you can get. But sometimes maybe a battle-tested game or playing up against a better team is actually going to have more good effect and impact down the stretch. But
Yeah, I mean, like Harrison, Harrison's a very good team. They're in our top 25, our Blitz 5 top 25. Tonight they have Harrison or Ross, which is an old SWAC team that's now moved to the Swabble. Same with Edgewood. Talawanda's moving there next year. But to be quite honest with you, you look at some of these teams those games that like Harrison plays like DeSales out of Columbus and other teams like that. So they had to schedule these wild games. Talawanda the same way. They played a team out of West Virginia last year. So, but that makes you better, because you get to see something different. And when you look, I mean, we're looking at the GMC now, Dan, with a 9-game regular season schedule, and you're only playing one non-conference game. You're seeing everybody every year all over and all over. You're not seeing enough variety. And I think that's really hurting the GMC because coming into this season, they were 22-25 in the playoffs since they went to a 9-game schedule as a conference. And 8 of those wins were by Lakota West over the last 4 years. So I'm not a big fan of playing. I think ECC's starting to see some of that now too, with West Claremont and Turpin and all of them sort of beating each other up.
The GMC, if you're going to do it, go east-west or something, or north-south. Break it into 2 conferences. Maybe you only play the I don't know. There's ways to attack it.
Like they used to do when they had a 7-game schedule. The other 2 teams that they didn't play in the regular season were their 2 preseason games. So you still played everybody. You just didn't play 2 teams. Yeah, right. And they were getting good gates from those games for preseason games. So I don't know why they don't go back to it. But look, I know Tom Bone's like, hey, I only have to schedule St. X and I'm done.
You're getting on your scheduling soapbox.
I know.
I didn't mean to open up Pandora's box. We got more scores to get to. Can we move on? Can we move on? Let's go. I'm getting you all fired up over here. But Cincinnati Hills League. Let's go there before the break. A lot of finals to tell you about, including, man, Indian Hill continuing to impress. They blanked Marymount tonight, 36-0. Deer Park, they're on fire. They were tonight versus Finneytown, 39-14 final there. Madeira and Reading in a nail biter. It was the Mustangs winning 7-6. Wyoming, they bounced back nice, and they beat Taylor tonight, 42-13 in that one. Elsewhere, as we're talking about some SWAC, let's update you on a few of those teams. Fenwick, Mount Healthy, 48-13. Harrison defeats Ross. That's a final, 33-7. And Talawanda, man, they are looking good.
How about that?
49-8 over Carroll.
Wow. I mean, they're just running the ball. They look really good. And, I want to say hats off to Madeira tonight. They're now sitting at 3-2 and 2-0 in the CHL. They lost their starting quarterback in week 1, a really good player. He had over 2,000 yards passing last year. They lost that game 42-14. I think he goes down like in the first quarter of that game, and they figured out a way to end up winning 3 of their next 4 games. And hats off to Chris Stewart and Madeira, 7-6 tonight over Reading. That's a tough thing to overcome in a small school when you lose a good quality quarterback like that.
No doubt about it. Definitely an impressive story that's being told there with Talawanda. As always, high school football tonight is brought to you by a lot of faithful friends, including Thomas More University. Accelerate your career with a business degree from Thomas More University. Penn Station, hometown love in every sub. And we also have our trusty partners, as we mentioned, AE Door and Window. They sell the best and service the rest. So we've got lots more to get to. One more hour of full football talk ahead. We invite you to go out to tristatefootball.com/scores. There you can get all of the scores you need tonight. Of course, follow us on X at TS Football as well. In hour number 2, we will be talking to several of the winning coaches and looking forward to getting you in the action as games continue to go final. We'll have the scores for you throughout the night and definitely keep you up to date on all of the action. Greg, as we get ahead to hour 2, a lot of good coaches we're going to talk about, but we got some game balls stacking up here, some performers that we're tracking down.
Good stuff going on.
You've already hit on a couple. And, dude, there's a couple of guys that are almost out of their nominations for our the Mellow Window Player of the Week as well, because some dudes just do it every night. So we'll get to all the top performers. It's going to be a good night, Shu. Hope you're ready, buddy. You getting fired up for some more football talk?
Let's get some coaches on.
All
Let's talk to some winners.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be back after this. Stick around. More high school football talk. It's Dan Claskins. It's Greg Shoemaker. It's high school football tonight right here on ESPN 1530 and Fox Sports 1360.
Hey, it's Tony Pike here. New at Penn Station, it's the Penn Pair Combos. For only $7.99, pair up a small fresh-cut fry with your choice of a small chicken teriyaki, chicken cordon bleu, or a pizza sub. Treat yourself and order online today. Penn Station, love your sub.
Mellis
got you.
has been your one-stop shop for window and carpet cleaning for over 15 years. We've built a reputation for excellence with thorough, responsive, and dependable service. Mella's proud of our 4.9 out of 5-star Google ranking because it means we've delivered excellent service to our customers over and over again. So let us put our award-winning team of cleaning experts to work for you. Check us out at mellaservices.com/football.
Yeah, Mormon forwarded me to voicemail.
Make it more at Thomas More University. Our Saints Essential program is designed with you in mind. Enjoy all-access dining plans, easy parking, and more included with your tuition. Visit campus and schedule now at thomasmore.edu.
Hi, I'm Bill Weber.
And I'm Adam Weber of AE Door and Window.
The Tri-State's choice for garage doors, entry doors, awnings, and windows.
With 10 to 15% off any of these products in September. Plus, another 15% off when you...
2 voicemails.
Like Clopay, Provia, Pella, and Summer Space.
Purchase a LiftMaster garage door opener
and save up to $150.
Find out more at aeDoorSales.com.
We sell the best and service the rest. AE.
Dude, did you order the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me.
You haven't changed.
Coach Mormon called back. We have Coach Mormon waiting.
Selfies? Check, please.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever, with eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate. Any condition guaranteed. Best 5G source root metrics data, United States, 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
Stop.
Stand by.
It's time.
30 seconds, sorry.
And bring the boom. Hit the town with the ultra-durable LG X Boom portable speaker and enjoy vibrant sound wherever you go. Elevate your listening experience to new heights because, let's be real, your music deserves it. The future of sound is now with LG X Boom. And for a limited time, save 25% at LG.com with code FALL25. Bring the boom. X Boom.
All right, welcome back in to High School Football Tonight, powered by TriStateFootball.com. He's Greg Shoemaker. I'm Dan Claskins. We'll be with you till 11 p.m. Eastern here tonight, bringing you all the Week 5 high school football talk. Lots of updates to give you. Be sure to check out our website, TriStateFootball.com. While you're there, you can go to the Underground Sports Shop scoreboard and check out all of the updates. We're getting some help from behind the glass, our producer, Liam Tomlinson. We have Haley Vallandingham and Adeline McCollum here on our live stream. You can get on our YouTube page. Just search Tri-State Football. And Greg, we're going to start off with our first coach here tonight. A big victory out of the ECC And, it was definitely good to 35-21, the victory there for West Claremont, coming up with a big road win, some big stats to talk about in the game. And here to do with us, head coach Ben Moorman on the program. Ben, congrats on getting this dub tonight. It's always good to get one on the road, especially in the conference. Tell us a little bit what was about the key to your guys' success tonight.
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me on. Running the ball. We want to be physical going in, and I thought we did a good job of that. The game had some ebbs and flows to it. Played well in spots, didn't play well in other spots, and but man, was lucky enough to come out with a win, and just really proud of the guys.
Man, the league's been really tough with you guys so far this year. I mean, you snap a 3-game losing streak, Ben, and then tonight you got Landon off early. It was a very high scoring first quarter of the game, first quarter and a half, and then it settled down into a little bit, and then but then just to establish the run, how important is it for you guys? Because you got behind early in the last few games, and it seemed like it was tough for you guys to play catch up.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. We wanted to get out to a quick start. We wanted to establish a run game early. Landon certainly got going, but really the play that got us going was by Caleb Abshire. Broke a big run there on the first drive. O-line did a great job, and got us down inside the 5, and we were able to punch it in from there. And really, really proud of the guys. And the ECC is good. It's so tough. Like every year, there's just so many good teams in the league, man. It's just, we were lucky enough to get a road win. So just really proud of the guys.
You guys get 14 points off turnovers tonight. They couldn't move the sticks on you. 1 of 7 on third down, 0 of 3 on fourth down. Talk about the defense really putting in that punch.
Oh my gosh, for sure. And you guys just talked about kind of like a high scoring first quarter. It was like kind of once we were able to like kind of settle in there, defense really stepped it up and took control, and a couple of turnovers, and we were able to go down and capitalize on those. A senior captain, Brady Manier, with a pick as they're going in, huge play in the game, and then forcing a fumble to get us the ball back so that we could go up 14. Defense was just playing lights out, and early, the teams we had played had done such a good job of taking care of the ball. We just weren't able to create the turnovers we were hoping, and tonight, it was such a point of emphasis for us at practice this week, and so it was good to see the work pay off.
Yeah, I want to go back to Caleb Abshire. I just want to get his MO in here a little bit. He was a Division VII All-State player at MVCA, Miami Valley Christian Academy, last year. He transfers to your school after running for 1,400 yards. And, I talked to you a couple of weeks ago out before the Lebanon game, and you were talking about him and how his first scrimmage game, he realized that it was a whole different ball game out here. And to see him to have that run tonight, I bet you were pretty proud of that.
Oh my gosh. And the best thing about him is just his attitude, man. Like, he just shows up, it's never like from the beginning. It was like, you'd have never known that he had the success that he did a year ago. He's just that humble. He just showed up and went to work, and just wanted to be a part of the team. He wanted to work his butt off and earn his spot. And, right now, he's got a pretty good back in front of him. Mm-hmm. And so, but like, he just wants to win. And so whatever his role is, he doesn't care. He just wants to win. And so, just really happy for him, man. Just really, really happy. He's such a great kid. Glad he's on our team.
Well, we know you've had a long day, Ben. We certainly appreciate your time here with us tonight. Halfway through this regular season, you guys have Turpin up next. You got to hope we can stack 2 in a row and get that winning streak started.
Yeah, we got to. We got to stay hot, and we got to keep chugging along. We got to keep chugging along. So get ourselves back in get ourselves back in the race here a little bit. And just really proud of the guys. They'll show up tomorrow, get ready to go right back to work.
All right.
Good stuff.
There you have it. Thanks, Ben, for your time. West Claremont's head coach Ben Moorman here on the program. His team winning tonight on the road versus Milford 35-20.
388 yards rushing tonight. That's a game now.
Yeah, I think he'll be on the game balls, to say the
Landon
least
Young.
there. So.
Wow.
Impressive. We did get another final from the ECC while we were talking there. Lebanon taking out Little Miami. That is now final 49-32 in that contest. So.
Hey, you know what I like about this, though? Loveland and Little Miami are really playing well. And Turpin as well. They're staying in games. Yeah, they're not quite there yet, but you can tell they're going to have some upset. There's going to be an upset in this league between Turpin, Little Miami, and Loveland. That's going to be like before the year's over. Like we're going to go, oh my.
Yes, it is happening. It is real. Let's get to some more scores. We haven't gotten into some of these conferences yet. The the GCL co-eds. Baden and Hartley. This was a good one. The 17th ranked Rams, they win tonight 42-24. And our Baden scores brought to you again by AE Door and Window Company. AE Door and Window, they sell the best and service the rest. And again, our thanks to Bill and Adam Weber for their continued support of high school football tonight for all these many years. Elsewhere in the GCL Miami Valley Conference, let's go there now. We've got CHCA 38-0 over Aiken. Roger Bacon 20-point victors over New Richmond, 42-22. We might be talking to their coach in a little bit. 31-0, McNick blanks Purcell Marion. A bunch of lopsided affairs in there. Going to the Southern Buckeye Conference, Batavia continues to look pretty good. They take care of Bethel Tate tonight, 34-7. Chillicothe downs at Wilmington, 18-13. Cincinnati Country Day, fresh off our Gold Star Team of the Week. They win again this week, 35-8 over Claremont Northeastern. Clinton Massey rolls past Monroe, 34-6. East Clinton falls to Gamble Montessori, 24-7. 57-24 is Goshen Downs Blanchester. Miami Trace, 35-27 over Western Brown. And Williamsburg, they're victorious over McLean, 46-13. Shu, anything jumping out from you there?
Yeah, Goshen's what, 4-1 now?
Yeah.
Goshen and Talawanda and me, these are two teams, Dan, that the communities have been down for a while with their football. Good for them. I mean, heck, yeah, those are fun stories. Every year, Goshen and Talawanda right now are great. Oh, and North College Hill's now 5-0 too. Deer Park 5-0. That's fun stuff, man. That is so cool to see these little school or communities having this good success early in the year. We'll see how it goes, but man, this is good stuff.
Well, you're setting up the CMAC finals. Hughes blanks Clark Montessori 28-0. North College Hill over Western Hills 23-8. College Prep, Cincinnati College Prep 18-0 winners versus Meadowdale. Was Washington Courthouse 34, Schroeder 14. Northwest, they blank and shut out Woodward 55-0 in that one. So, Greg, as we get back into the landscape here of, let's go back over here to Kentucky. We resetting for those that just joining, did not catch us in the last hour. The big games in Kentucky tonight, there were big ones. 8th ranked Ryle defeated 12th ranked Highlands in our Blitz 5 top 25 rankings. That was 28-24. Covington Catholic and Beechwood, the Colonels pulling away here, 42-14. The Battle of Dixie Highway. It goes to the Covington Catholic team in this instance. Beechwood, will see what they do on a bounce back there. That's their first loss of the season. The team we didn't talk about yet is Lloyd. Class 3A. The Juggernauts have looked just like that. They are the Juggernauts right now. They are 5-0, Greg, and tonight they go to Campbell County and double them up. 49-24, they win there, and something special is going on with this team.
Kyle Niederman does a great job with that school, and there's all kinds of good vibes going on there. The new stadium last year, and I think they've won 19 games over the last 2 years, 27 over the last 3 or something like that. They know how to win, and he just keeps replacing classes. He's got freshmen that play. Lincoln Tomlinson, who started as a freshman last year, had over 100 tackles. He runs the ball. He had a good night tonight running the football, but last year he had 100 tackles as a freshman. And that's just what he is. He's got great classes there, and they're learning how to win. Kyle Niederman's done a great job at Lloyd.
Sure has, and really looking forward to checking out that new stadium. We're going to do that soon. 35-14, Simon Kenton knocks off Connor. So a week after they getting their first win, Connor falls tonight. Simon Kenton, it's a nice bounce back for them after a couple bumps
losses.
in the road.
Yeah. They had Covcath and Beechwood. And by the way, Covcath tonight runs for 486 yards and 6 touchdowns in that win over Beechwood. They owned the line of scrimmage. Dylan Geyser, 188 yards and 3 touchdowns rushing, and then Cash Harney, the quarterback, 161 and 2, and only had to throw the ball 7 times tonight.
Yeah, I mean, especially when they get up, Covcath's hard to stop. I mean,
they got a lot of good stuff going on.
And Greg, just like last year, they start out 0-2. I mean, we know the schedule's tough, right? I mean, they started 0-2, and then boom, here's this winning streak.
Yeah, I mean, look, Eddie's got these guys. He's a great coach. I mean, I think he's one of the most underrated coaches there is out there, because every year you're like, I don't know what do they have coming back, and they got a lot coming back. So I can't wait. You like you said, Highlands, Covcath in Class 4A. It's going to come down to those two. I think your Class 4A winner is going to be one of those two schools.
Well, as you mentioned, coach. We got coaches to talk to. We'll take a quick break now. When we return, we will go out to the field, hear from some of them winning coaches. We still got some Indiana scores to update you on, some finals trickling in from everywhere. And before we get out of here, we're going to hand out some game balls. Stick around. It's Dan Claskins. It's Greg Shoemaker. It's high school football tonight on Cincinnati's ESPN 1530 and Fox Sports 1360.
For over 20 years, the Underground Sports Shop has been the local favorite for sports teams, fans, and businesses who are looking for quality products with prices they can afford. From uniforms and sports gear to fan apparel and promotional items, we take pride in providing you with the customized products you need.
Immediately after, same segment.
Visit us online at theundergroundsportsshop.com.
Is Road in the Fairfield one?
751-1662. That's the Underground Sports Shop, showcasing pride on and...
You said we're calling the Moeller coach right now?
Hi, this is Dave the Door Guy with Overhead Door Company of Northern Kentucky. Do you know why a broken garage door is like a cooler at a tailgate party? Because no one is happy until it's open.
Voicemail from Bert.
A keypad that doesn't work or a broken spring? Well, don't fumble the ball away. Give us a call at 513-347-DOOR.
Make it more at Thomas More University. Our Saints Essential program is designed with you in mind. Enjoy all access dining plans, easy parking, and more included.
Coach Rowan, voicemail.
Schedule now at thomasmore.edu.
Hi, I'm Bill Weber.
And I'm Adam Weber of AE Door and Window.
The Tri-State's choice for garage doors, entry doors, awnings, and windows.
With 10 to 15% off any of these products in September. Plus, another 15% off when you combine 2 or more. Save big on brands like Clopay, Provia, Pella, and Summerspace.
Purchase a LiftMaster garage door opener
and save up to $150.
Find out more at aeDoorSales.com.
We sell the best and service the rest. AE.
We've been doing our own thing for more than 50 years at Gold Star. All so you can do your own thing. The Coney thing, the veggie thing, the fries thing, the juicy flat top burger thing.
We have Coach Kastner. Who would you like me as backup for after?
This is a thing. It's not what you'd expect from a neighborhood chili parlor, and we think that's a good thing. At Gold Star, you're invited to come as you are, like what you like, and follow your own recipe.
Stop settling for weak sound. It's time to level up your game and bring the boom. Hit the town with the ultra-durable LG X.
I'll call him while you talk to Kastner. Is there a backup for that one? Just try Roden again.
Your listening experience to new heights, because let's be real, your music deserves it. The future of sound is now with LG X Boom. And for a limited time, save 25% at LG.com with code FALL25. Bring the boom. X Boom.
Dude, did you order the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me.
You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies?
Check, please.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever. With eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate. Any condition guaranteed. Best 5G source root metrics data, United States, 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
Hey, it's Tony Pike here. New at Penn Station, it's the Penn Pair Combos. For only $7.99, pair up a small fresh-cut fry with your choice of a small chicken teriyaki, chicken cordon bleu, or a pizza sub. Treat yourself and order online today. Penn Station.
Stand by.
All right, let's jump right back into it. It's high school football tonight, powered by TriStateFootball.com. He's Greg Shoemaker. I'm Dan Claskins. We're rolling with you till 11 o'clock. We're getting help from our friend behind the glass, Liam Tomlinson, as well as Haley Vallandigham, Adeline McCollum on our live stream. Be sure to check that out, courtesy of our friends at Friday Football Live. You can get it on our YouTube page. Big thanks out to Wes Akers, the whole class there on their live Red Zone show, Friday Football Night Live. TGIFfootball.com and on X at TGIFfootball. All right, Greg, speaking of big wins tonight, we got another one. Let's go back out to the GMC Conference. It was a battle of two ranked teams inside of our Blitz 5 Top 25. And Mason, the Comets, coming out on top of the Big Blue of Hamilton, 28-21 in a well-contested battle. And here to talk about it with us, the winning coach from the Comets, head coach Brian Kastner now. And Brian, always appreciates your time. Congrats on this big win and this little win streak you guys got rolling on here for the Comets.
Yeah, it's been a good feeling. Our kids have been working hard, and things started going our way. And it's hard when you do things the right way and you work hard, and then you get an L. Kids, teenagers don't necessarily fully understand that, because you tell them you work hard, you're going to get what you earned. And so it happened tonight. It happened last week, and I'm just real happy for our defense. Our defense really played well, really the whole game. We put them in a bad position in the end of the first half. We muffed a punt and gave them a short field, and they scored, and then they got the ball coming out and went up 21-7. And we just hung in there, and we fought, and I'm just real proud of our players. And I just can't be more excited for, getting to coach them tomorrow morning, and trying to fix some little things and just move on to next week.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be pretty fun for you, or exciting for you. You're winning close games all of a sudden. You start 0-2, you're winning close games in the league. And, I mean, as a coach, like you're saying, you got to fix some little things. But, man, when you start winning close games, that usually means big things down the stretch, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, it does. And the kids start gaining more confidence, and, they start believing what you're saying even more. And that's half the battle, is getting teenagers to believe what you're saying. When you really firmly believe it, you've been doing it for a long time. Our staff's a very seasoned staff, been around a lot, and we know we have some good players, and just gotta execute plays and rally to the football, and all those little things, tackle better each week. So.
Well, you say that, Coach. I mean, here we are. This is like the halfway point, right? I mean, here of the regular season, 5 weeks in. I mean, you've seen, as Greg has alluded to, your team's won a lot of different fashions. Some nights you're scoring big games. Some nights it's the defense. I mean, what do you feel like? I mean, it seems like it's being developed right in front of us, but the identity of this year's Mason team, I mean, as we get to this halfway point, where do you feel like is the identity that you want to lean on when things are, that you want to hopefully be the identity every Friday night?
Well, we've got to continue to keep tackling better, and that's what we did tonight. We tackled better than we did last week, and we tackled better last week than we did the week before against East. We've got to keep tackling better, and there's little things that we keep stressing. We've got to make sure we see it through during the week, Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, and still stay healthy. It's so hard to, you're going to work on tackling for 3 days straight, and then you want to stay healthy too. It's tough, but for the most part, identity-wise, we're putting points on the board. Offense has been able to get things going, and we got a big help from John Hendricks in the second half. We had a sack, fumble, and he picked it up for a touchdown. So it's always good to see a D lineman score a touchdown and look in his eyes and how he was smiling.
That's a great feeling.
It was awesome. Yeah.
I want to talk to you about a match made in heaven for me. Two newcomers to your program, quarterback D'Lo Birch and the offensive coordinator Scott Totillo. My gosh, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, Birch runs for 200 yards, and then last week he throws for 200 yards. Two guys that are new to your system, but yet, I mean, D'Lo just seems like a perfect fit for what Scott had did all those years at Sycamore with great quarterbacks who could beat you either way with your run, but gamers. So talk about those two guys together.
Well, I mean, D'Lo was at Mason, obviously in middle school and ninth grade and going to his sophomore years when he left. So, it was awesome to, get him to come back and be a Comet and just truly, look at his eyes and he's like, I'm happy, coach. I'm happy. And to watch him play on a Friday night and have a front row seat for that in Scott's offense, I mean, give me a box of popcorn, buddy. I could sit there and watch that every week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's well worth it. And yeah, I mean, getting Scott to come over and be a part of this and hopefully get him to stay for a long time. It could be some fun.
Yeah.
We're singing the alma mater and the fight song on the bus right now. We're just getting close to the school.
Can you
let's hear it, Coach. We love hearing the fight songs on live radio here.
Remember in the day, respect, you get the public player, the green and white. No fear of fashion, come, figures of right. For the sake of the days, respect, together, I'm there. Fight. Wow, look at that, like green and white, public player, the green and white. Remember the days, respect, together, I'm there, the green and white.
Oh, my God. Oh my goodness. That is what winning sounds like, folks. That's what winning sounds like. Brian, congrats on the win tonight, man. We wish you the very best down the second half stretch here of the regular season.
Yeah. Thank you. Look forward to talking to you in the future.
Absolutely. Good job, Brian. Congratulations.
All right. Mason.
3 in a row.
3 in a row. 3
Dude,
and
I'm
2.
gonna tell you,
3
Scott
and 1
Totillo out there is their offensive coordinator. This is a good looking. This could be a fun team to follow down the stretch because they're gonna get better.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And Sue, just resetting for those just joining us here, some other GMC action tonight that we had discussed previously. Oak Hills, Colerain, 35-19, the final there. So Oak Hills picks up another win on their season.
We have code.
Mason 28-21, Princeton 42-7. But the big upset we'll get to in a little bit. Fairfield defeats Lakota West 10-7 there. So we do have another coach here, Greg, and I believe it is Roger Bacon.
Mike Blount?
Is that correct?
McLaughlin.
Oh, my bad. It's Pat McLaughlin. I'm sorry. Lost track of who we had on here. We have another winning coach. It was winning coach no matter what. But LaSalle, the Lancers tonight, they take care of business over Withrow, 35-26. This one was an entertaining affair. And here to talk with us once again, it is Pat McLaughlin. Pat, congrats on another win, man, tonight. This one, you guys just kept scoring and come out on top. And the offense really, it looked like it was going to get close, and then there was another big play. They just kept putting you guys up on top. Talk about some of those big plays down the stretch.
Yeah, we had a bunch of big plays down the stretch. Colin Woolridge had a touchdown late in the game that kind of sealed it. We turned the ball over 4 times, which has been uncharacteristic of us, but kids kept battling. They're a really good football team. I think they're going to go 9-1 or 8-2, and to play them a region game after a tough loss last week. Our kids battled all game, and it was back and forth and a ton of offensive plays for both sides.
Pat, we talked in the preseason. You didn't know really what you were going to get with this group. You thought you were going to be fast. You thought you were a little undersized, but to be 4-1 at this point, to have wins now over Withrow, Fairmont. I know Colerain and Northmont are down, but they still have talented players. How fun has this been so far for you? I mean, tell us about this journey halfway through this season.
Yeah, we have a bunch of really good kids, and they just play hard. They play for each other. They're tough. Like we said, I didn't know what we had. We had a lot of new starters. I didn't know how the kids were gonna react in tough situations. Well, 3 weeks in a row, it's been tough situations or faced a little bit of adversity, and every kid has just kept battling, kept fighting. I like the team. If you would have told me we're 4-1, I would have taken it. And we got a tough stretch coming up, Moeller next week, which is really good. But the fact that we're 4-1, it's a tribute to everybody, the coaching staff, offense, defense, special teams. Just keeps playing. It's a fun group to be around. They like football. They like each other. And that's what happens when we're probably a couple of plays away from being 5-0 against Elder last week, who won again tonight. So we played some really good teams.
Yeah, and battle tested. And as you mentioned, it's players, different guys doing it each week. And Woolridge with the big play you talk about tonight. You're getting production from different players, but your senior class in particular. I mean, who do you really look at as the leaders out there on the field that you sort of count on to take care of business there?
Well, start with Woolridge. Colin Ward has had 2 or 3 really good games in a row. Rodney Portis is playing hard. Darion Spraggs is doing a really good job. Claude Moore on defense, and then on offense, Ray Murphy isn't a senior, but he's doing a good job. Max Keefe, Hunter Ogden, all guys that have played and are getting more experience, but really just a great group of kids that play for each other, play for LaSalle, and it's a really fun to be around them. We are fast, and I'm not sure we're the biggest team, and so the kids are doing a good job. And obviously we know what we got coming up the next couple of weeks with X and Bowler and a couple other teams, but they will battle. I know that they're going to fight and fight and fight until the last seconds off the clock.
Well, we sure do like watching that style of football, Pat, and we wish you the best of luck down the stretch here, especially next week at Moeller. Should be a great game, and one we're all looking forward to.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you, and that is, once again, LaSalle winning tonight over Withrow 35-26, the final in that contest. We'll do this. We'll take a quick break. We'll try to catch up another coach or two if possible. We got a lot more scores to talk about, some game balls to hand out as well, so stick around for more high school football tonight right here on ESPN 1530, Fox Sports 1360.
Charlie Clifford with Blitz 5 football. The wait is over. I don't know what else to tell you. It's Moeller and St. X, and Jackson Fry and Matt Ponatowski are going to duel to figure out who steals this chapter of the rivalry. Pre-game tailgate, 5 o'clock on News 5, 11 o'clock in studio, WLWT Blitz 5, full highlights and reaction. Plenty other great games around. We'll see you for week 5.
Hi, I'm Bill Weber.
And I'm Adam Weber of AE Door and Window.
The Tri-State's choice for garage doors, entry doors, awnings, and windows.
With 10 to 15% off any of these products in September. Plus, another 15% off when you combine 2 or more. Save big on brands like Clopay, Provia, Pella, and Summerspace.
Purchase a LiftMaster garage door opener
and save up to $150.
Find out more at aeDoorSales.com.
We sell the best and service the rest. AE.
Hey, it's Tony Pike here, new at Penn Station. It's the Penn Pair Combos. For only $7.99, pair up a small fresh-cut fry with your choice of a small chicken teriyaki, chicken cordon bleu, or a pizza sub. Treat yourself and order online today. Penn Station, love your sub.
Mela Services has been your one-stop shop for window and carpet cleaning for over 15 years. We've built a reputation for excellence with thorough, responsive, and dependable service. Mela's proud of our 4.9 out of 5-star Google ranking because
Moeller coach straight to voicemail. I'll try Highlands.
Customers over and over again. So let us put our award.
Yeah, his rang, but I didn't get anything.
For you. Check us out at melaservices.com/football.
Stop settling for weak sound. It's time to level up your game and bring the boom. Hit the town with the ultra-durable LG X Boom portable speaker and enjoy vibrant sound wherever you go. Elevate your listening experience to new heights because, let's be real, your music deserves it. The future of sound is now with LG X Boom. And for a limited time, save 25%.
We have Coach Fire.
25. Bring the boom. X.
Stand by.
All right, Dan Klessens, Greg Shoemaker back here. High school football tonight, powered by TriStateFootball.com on ESPN 1530, Fox Sports 1360. We're rolling with you till 11 o'clock. After us, be sure to head over to WLWT Blitz 5. Our friends Charlie and Jaron will have you covered, the best highlights in the city. Right now, we're going to get back out to the Kentucky side of things. And, man, what a big game it was over in Fort Thomas tonight. The Bluebirds hosting the Raiders of Ryle, and Highlands coming out with a hard-earned, tough victory. Another impressive win under their belts here on this 2025 campaign. And here to talk about it with us now, their head coach, Bob Spire. And, Bob, definitely appreciate your time. Congrats on this big win tonight. It looked like it was just as good of a game as advertised. And tell us, your football team, man, they seem to be stepping up in the big games when they need to.
Well, that was a really physical, bloody-your-nose football game. I mean, it was a Thriller Manila kind of, battle, and, just one of those, it took a ton of grit to win that game, and both teams really were, it was a slugfest. It really was.
Bob, what I like about what you've done so far, even against this tough schedule, is you've spread the ball around. Everybody seems to be contributing. Talk about the team effort that you're getting, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, that is critical, I think, to play the schedule we have, to have hopefully multiple ways to hurt a team or to win a game. And you can't be a one-man show. Obviously, Tayden had a tremendous game tonight. We had to hang our hat on him and the offensive line a lot in the second half. And our defense was kind of reeling at one point in time, and kind of putting it in his hands and letting the offensive line do their work and give our defense a chance to get their legs back under them and they were spinning a little, we were reeling a little bit, and that was huge. And then once we got ourselves settled back down defensively, because our offense did such a great job letting us get off the field for a while and putting a long drive together, then we made two key plays defensively. We had the interception for a touchdown, and we had the turnover fumble that we caused late in the game. And I don't think our defense was really going to be able to do that if our offense hadn't adjusted. So this was a night, we didn't spread the field and throw the ball much. This was a night we kind of closed ranks and just say, hey, let's go toe to toe and let's just try to win this game physically.
Yeah, and Bob, that's what I love about your team. It seems like you can sort of go at it a bunch of different ways, right? I mean, you want to pound the rock, let Max and those big dudes up front open up Lorenzen and the power running game. You got Rio Littmer over here, could run around and throw it all himself. You got a bunch of talented receivers and speedy little running backs. I mean, when you look at your schedule, I mean, every one of your contests it's just sort of been a different game. You played some really close ones. Last week, a heartbreaker. Your only loss of the season comes down there in a tough place to play in Boyle County, somebody you might see again.
Yep, and we had our chances.
Yeah.
We had our chances in that game. And, I'm glad you're saying that, because these teams, the biggest thing, every one of these teams we played are really good defensively. I mean, really good, really well coached, and extremely physical. And they've got a mix of guys on the defensive line that can disrupt the passing game and create havoc up front without having to do a lot of stunts and blitzes. And then they got skilled guys in the secondary. You go all the way back to Frederick Douglass, great defensive football team. Boyle County's great defensive football team. These teams we're playing are really, really good defensively. And 28 points tonight's a lot of points against a team like that.
Yeah. And as you look down the rest of your schedule, Bobby, as a coach, you've been here and done this for so many years. When you, as a coach,
couple minutes.
Yeah, but
Greg,
I mean, for
you sound like he's not that old. I mean, come on, man.
But for you, I mean, to play this kind of a regular or season schedule, I mean, how cool is that for you? I mean, you got to have the wins, but man, to just be able to watch your team grow as a coach that's been around like this, I mean, how fun is it for you just to play in? You seem fired up, like, tonight is awesome, but you always seem like you dig this stuff.
Oh, this was so much fun, and I was so happy for the kids to see them dig down deep in the second half like they did and do what they did to come back and win that game and keep their composure when they fell behind it's just so gratifying. And I've been so blessed my whole career. And this group of kids is just so much fun to coach. They just go out there and compete. They don't get rattled. You know, we haven't won every game. We're 4-1. Disappointed we aren't 5-0 to a point, but so gratifying to see the way they compete with great integrity, you know, great class. And, you know, it just makes it so rewarding when you see them get the fruits of the labor after they put in that much work. It's just, you gotta. But I'm a guy that's still doing it because I love practice. I love the weight room. You know, that to me that's what football is.
Bob, you look at where you want to get to with this team. Obviously, every coach trying to get to the state championship, and you look at how great you've been playing. I mean, if there is one thing you'd still, maybe there's many things, but if you had a pinpoint an improvement or two, you'd really like to see this team still make it in order to get to that caliber. I mean, what would
we have been our own worst enemy in so many ways in the kicking game. Tonight, we had a huge play that turned out to be a super positive play, but it could have been the difference in the game early and cost us the game. We had a punt snap over the head. Hale Harris picks it up on her own 2-yard line and is scrambling around. Everybody knew it was a snap over the head immediately, so they all turned to help, and he ends up throwing it to midfield for a completion. If we give them the ball on the 2-yard line and they go up 17-7, that game might have been over then in the first half. Wow. And we cannot keep doing that. We've missed 4 field goals, some of them blocked, some of them missed by the kicker. We missed an extra point because we didn't handle the snap, or the operation wasn't perfect down at Boyle County. We lose by 1 point. We can't keep doing that. We have to get better, and we work religiously on it. It's going to happen. We're going to perfect all those things, but we aren't there right now. And against these kind of teams, you can't do those things.
It's the little things, no doubt about it. Well, Bob, we know you've had a long day. We appreciate you always coming on. We love talking football with you, man. And
man,
we love watching you, the way you guys are playing right now is a lot of fun to watch too. So best of luck.
This game too gets us. Cubcats is very similar in their style. Elder is very similar in their style. We got Scott County coming up in our schedule. They're going to be a physical football team. So this really helps us get ready for those guys too.
Yeah, I'm sure Ryle is really glad to play you guys tonight too, because they have some pretty high aspirations of their own. So.
They'll run the table the rest of the season. I'll be surprised if they lose again in the regular season.
Yeah, there you have
Bob, we are blessed to have you in the fabric of Northern Kentucky football. Love you, man.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate it.
There you
See
go.
you guys.
Bob Spire, head coach of those Highlands Bluebirds. They win tonight 28-24.
Coach Blott on the line.
And a really impressive fashion. We had some other Northern Kentucky games we'll get back to in a minute, but first we're going to go to our another Coach Hotline interview here and go back to Ohio, where it was a good one. Impressive win for Roger Bacon tonight. They take down New Richmond. And here to talk about it on the program with us, head coach Mike Blout. Mike, we always appreciate you checking in with us here. And tonight, you guys really clicked on all cylinders here. An impressive victory. What's a victory like this mean for your football team here, Mike?
Well, hey, thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a big win for us. New Richmond, they're a good football team, and first half we were playing really, really well first half, and then after halftime they made some really good adjustments against us, and they made it a ball game. And they had us worried there for a little bit. They got some really good ball players over there, and it's a huge win. We played some tough teams this year, Indian Hill and McNick, who are the perennial. In the city, they're some of the best, and those are our 2 losses. So for us to come out and beat New Richmond, that's big for the program.
Hey, Mike, this is a Division IV Region 16 win for you. Like you're talking about Indian Hills in that same region, but man, what a great region of football. It's going to be tough to make the playoffs. So every one of these wins is huge. But talk about 16, because you at one point had been the high guys in sort of that area as well when Corey was there. But talk about this region.
Well, it's brutal. I've been around for a while, and I've did my time on, in Division I, and which is obviously really tough. Division IV is no joke. I mean, it is loaded from the number 1 seed down to the number 16 seed, and unfortunately this year, 4 of the teams aren't going to make it. So, you got Taft and Indian Hill. I throw us in that mix, in Wyoming, and there's some really, really good football in Division IV, and it's tough. And but that old saying, if you're going to be the best, you got to beat the best. So. Let's just strap them up and play them on Fridays.
Yeah, it's sort of like the playoffs started all during the season, and when you're going against these guys, and it does bring us to the topic of schedule. We've been talking a lot about the schedules here. I mean, we're sort of at the halfway point of the regular season, and obviously playing in the Miami Valley Conference, a lot of those games. But you look at the fabric of your schedule and how you guys have been able to do it. Obviously, playing, you start out with Indian Hill, and the things go in here, but as you build the schedule, like for non-conference games, I mean, what are the type of opponents you really hope to get on there in terms of getting you ready for the playoffs and earning those valuable points?
Well, sometimes it's just the luck of the draw of who we can get. I mean, depending on what week it is, So like next week, we got to go out to Indianapolis and play Danville, Indiana, just because we couldn't get anybody else week 6. So. We have that, and then the following week we're at our homecoming, and we were supposed to play Norwood, and there were some scheduling conflicts, and so now we're playing Williamsburg, who's another really good football team. So we've got our work cut out for us. Our non-league schedule is tough, and then in our league we still got to play CHCA and Purcell. So we really don't get a break, between now and the end of the season. So. Summit won again tonight, so they're putting together a good season. So. It's tough. I mean, you got to play teams that you can beat, but you also got to play teams that are going to get you some points. You beat 0-10 teams, that doesn't do you a whole lot of good.
All right, I want to talk a little bit, Mike, about your defense. A couple of guys that are underclassmen. I noticed you got some sophomores that are playing well for you, and Max DeFranco, and I think is and some of these other guys. Talk about the blend that you have now, especially on the defensive side of the football, because it looks like Davian Gibson's been there for a while. Max Hoffman's been hit sort of that guy, but talk about the blend on your defense between your sophomore, junior, and senior classes.
Well, it all starts with Max Hoffman, our Mike linebacker. He's my quarterback over there. He's a really, really football smart kid. He's a little undersized, but because he's so smart, he just makes plays. He's just one of those kids that does things. We don't coach him. He is just a player, and he gets everybody lined up. He's very smart coming off the field and telling me, Coach, they're doing this. We need to adjust to this. Coach, this. And so Max is the heartbeat of the defense. But we have, Davion Gibson is a 3-year starter. We got Christian Bird at our other corner, who is a 2-year starter. Liam Vargo, who's a junior, he's a 2-year starter. And then we got a defensive line. We rotate a lot, defensive line. We got a lot of juniors and seniors in that mix. And so we're able to play a Max DeFranco, who is a sophomore, who now is a 2-year starter. He started as a freshman. And Max is really coming into his own. We got another sophomore, Johnny Maisel, who is 6'6", and obviously being that big, he makes plays just because. So he's another sophomore, and so we've been able to have a nice mix of older guys who can teach the younger guys how to play. And that's just going to breed success for us for the future.
Yeah, that's how you build a program, my friend. No doubt about it. Big win tonight, man. Mike, we always appreciate your time. We'll let you get some sleep or whatever it is you have ahead of you. Congratulations.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate you guys having me.
All right.
Mike Blount, the head coach of Roger Bacon. They win 42-22 over
Huge
New Richmond.
Region 16 win. Yep.
Big one there, Shu. And that Region 16 is
I love that region. That's my favorite.
Let's take our final break. We'll come back. We'll hit as many scores as we can. We got a few game balls to hand out. So we're back with more of that as we put the exclamation point on the Week 5 edition of High School Football Tonight here on ESPN 1530 and Fox Sports 1360.
We've been doing our own thing for more than 50 years at Gold Star. All so you can do your own thing.
Any coaches you'd like me to call?
The fries thing. The juicy flat top burger thing. The cheesy
5950.
thing.
Last 30 seconds? Okay, yeah, that's fine.
And we think that's a good thing. At Gold Star, you're invited to come as you are. Like what you like. And
edit all those after the show.
Mela Services has been your one-stop shop for window and carpet cleaning for over 15 years. We've built a reputation for excellence with thorough
We had 3 coaches or 4 coaches.
4.9 out of 5-star Google ranking because it means we've delivered excellent service to our customers over and over again. So let us put our award-winning team of cleaning experts to work for you. Check us out at melaservices.com/football.
Charlie Clifford with Blitz 5 football. The wait is over. I don't know what else to tell you. It's Moeller and St. X, and Jackson Fry and Matt Ponatowski are going to duel to figure out who steals this chapter of the rivalry. Pre-game tailgate, 5 o'clock on News 5, 11 o'clock in studio, WLWT, Blitz 5, full highlights and reaction. Plenty other great games around. We'll see you for week 5.
Back in 30 seconds.
The Underground Sports Shop has been the local favorite for sports teams, fans, and businesses who are looking for quality products with prices they can afford. From uniforms and sports gear to fan apparel and promotional items, we take pride in providing you with the customized products you need and the service you deserve. To place an order, visit us online at theundergroundsportsshop.com or call us at 513-751-1662. That's the Underground Sports Shop, showcasing pride on and off the field.
All right, welcome back in. Final segment of High School Football Tonight, powered by TriStateFootball.com, our Week 5 edition. Dan Claskins, Greg Shoemaker. Big thanks to every one of you for listening in tonight. Be sure to catch us on anytime, TriStateFootball.com. Check out all the great podcasts we've got there. We'll have all tonight's clips up there. Big thanks to all the coaches for joining us as well. And, of course, all the people helping us out, getting us to you, including our producer, our producer, Liam Tomlinson, Haley Vallandingham, Adeline McCollum as well on the live stream there. And, Greg, I mean, before we sort of get to the game balls and the final scores, I did want to thank, again, all of our Tri-State football partners here. Big thanks goes out to our sponsors at TriStateFootball.com. Proud supporters of high school football. Our community partners include Gold Star, follow your own recipe. Mellow Window and Carpet Cleaning, the best in residential cleaning services. And, of course, the Underground Sports Shop, showcasing pride on and off the field. Shu, before we get to some more scores, and really we're going to run through some Indiana scores we haven't even touched on. But just resetting the big headlines here tonight, we'll start with Fairfield, a team probably moving into our Blitz 5 rankings. Perhaps the biggest upset of the weekend, if not the season. They knock out Lakota West here tonight.
Yeah, what a shocker. What's going on with West right now? I mean, holy cow. And then Middletown now 5-0. Unbelievable going on there. Princeton, 4 straight wins. Mason, 3 straight wins. This is a topsy-turvy GMC. Oak Hills hanging around in the bunches, too. Who knows?
And obviously the game heard here on the airwaves tonight. Moeller really flexing the muscle there, 30-13. They win by 3 scores versus St. X in our Blitz 5 game of the week. And the Bombers, they'll bounce back. But, I mean, this Moeller football team, Greg, I think they're showed us really what their ceiling is starting to look like.
Look, they got 2 junior offensive linemen, Patrick O'Brien and the other kid on the other side, the transfer from Taft. Very, very good. Very, very deep team. They've got some injuries they're dealing with. They got some guys out still. Moeller's got, and they're very well coached. Not only just their head coach, but their assistant coaches are amazing. This is a very, very good football team. Yeah, I mean, they've been through the wars. There's no doubt about it.
Other Blitz 5 top 25 matchups. Number 3, Anderson took down Kings 49-24 in an impressive fashion there. 4th-ranked Elder knocked off Louisville St. X on the road 26-24 in a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Princeton, the 5th-ranked Vikings, 42-17 over 16th-ranked Lakota West. 42-7, not 17. I messed that one up there. Winton Woods, 10th-ranked Warriors, getting a big win tonight, as expected, 48-7 over Walnut Hills. That was a good one. You mentioned Lebanon and Little Miami. That was one. The Lebanon ranked 20th, coming off the tough loss. They hung in there with Anderson last week, but Little Miami, Greg, they hung around in this one, but it ended up being the Warriors pulling away 49-32 there. We mentioned East Central, the 21th ranked Trojans, winning 45-0 over Batesville. So you had that one. And then in addition to that, we had the score from the Lawrenceburg game, which was final. And I just lost it, obviously, there. Actually, I don't have a final on that one, so I'll come back to that in a minute. But overall, pretty good performance there, Shu. As we look at just from those teams, any game balls you want to hand out here before we get on to some more scores?
we talked a little bit about Winton Woods. Bryshon Brown, the quarterback there, sets the all-time record for passing yards in a career at Winton Woods. The NIU commit having a good year. Their run game needs to step up a little bit, but Bryshon Brown, congratulations on a wonderful career.
Yeah, Highlands, I'm giving the game ball. I know he gets it so many times, but Taden Lorenzen, you heard Coach Fire talk about it himself. They just turned it over. They just turned it over there to the running game and the offensive line. Lorenzen rushes 25 times for 94 yards, all 3 offensive touchdowns, and literally just running over would-be Raiders tacklers in the process from some of the looks of these videos I'm looking at online here.
Yeah, he's a beast. I mean, he is a red zone beast for sure.
Let's get to some other scores. We haven't gotten to all of them here tonight, but some good ones for you. Use, as we mentioned, over Clark Montessori, 28-0. I don't think we talked about Northwest, 55-0 over Woodward. That came in here just recently. Edgewood, 31-13 over Chaminade Julienne. Brookville, 49-8 over Middletown Madison. Springboro, 35-7 over Northmont for those tracking that. On the Northern Kentucky side, let's get over there. We've talked about the big games, but we also had some later starts over there, a lot of 7:30 kicks, so we didn't hit some of those scores, but Grant County 48-27 over Pendleton County. Mason County takes care of Boone County 21-13. Newport, they squeak out a win versus Paris in a pretty good football game, 24-21. Newcath, they lose to Raceland 56-7. Bishop Brossard falls to Nicholas County 30-7. And Simon Kenton 35-14 over Connor. And I do have the Lawrenceburg score. It looks like after all here, Lawrenceburg tonight wins 41-13 over Taylor. Actually, that's the wrong score. That's the wrong score, Greg. I'm giving up on the
Taylor.
Lawrenceburg score.
I can't find it either. Let's see what we can find.
You got any more game balls? I got a couple for you as well. So
Yeah, so look, Talawanda goes to 5-0 tonight, and the same guy we talk about every week, but I have to talk about him one more time. Lance Cantrell, the running back for the Brave. Tonight, 10 carries, 286 yards, 4 touchdowns rushing. He's averaging 272 yards a game rushing through 5 weeks, 1,300 yards already, and 16 touchdowns. Looks like he may be a candidate for the Southwest District Offensive Player of the Year in Division III. He is putting up some numbers. How about that?
yeah, that's impressive. And it does seem like you talk about him quite
I mean,
a
he
bit.
is something else this year.
Yeah, Brady Lawton had a pretty decent game there. Harrison, they beat Ross tonight 33-7 and continue to play well. I'm almost 400 yards of offense here for Harrison, 387 to 229 to be exact. But I'm going to give the quarterback, Brady Lawton, had 17-25, did throw for a couple touchdowns, just 187 yards through the air, but 16 carries, battled for some yards on the ground, 54 yards and a touchdown, 4.9 a carry, actually 11 attempts for him. So that Harrison football team continued to play well. Shoot.
Yeah, they're very good. We were out there this week for the Gold Star Team of the Week. I just talked to Coach Rehage on Thursday, and man, they seem to be pretty well. They're looking forward to that game, Talawanda, coming up, because they think Talawanda is going to be unbeaten when they get a chance at them here in a few weeks.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be a good one. Let's go up to Oak Hills where, here's the Highlanders winning tonight 35-19. Will White, 144 yards on 15 carries and a touchdown. And we'll go ahead and give Aaron McFarland one.
Yeah.
He gets 120 and 2 touchdowns on just 7 attempts.
Transfer from Taylor, having a big night there at Oak Hills, showing that he can play Division I football. I like this team, man. I'm telling you. I told you earlier. I think Oak Hills, Fairfield, these teams they're not done yet. This is going to be an interesting GMC for sure.
Yeah, and we got to go to Covcath and Beechwood
buddy.
tonight. 42-14 was the final in this one, and I mean, game balls galore. But Dylan Geyser, 188 rushing yards, 23 attempts. He had 3 touchdowns in the game. Cash Harney runs for 161, 2 touchdowns of his own on 13 carries. That's a nice dual threat out of the backfield for Coach Evanston and the Colonels.
What they ended up with 388 yards or something ridiculous between rushing, or 488 yards or something ridiculous tonight. 388 yards for West Claremont tonight. Landon Young had 219 of them and 5 touchdowns, a career high 5 touchdowns for the senior Landon Young, a second-team All-Tri-State football performer from a year ago.
Yeah, definitely looking good there. So, Shu, some final thoughts before we wrap it up here.
I'm a little miffed at the win for Fairfield over Lakota West. I'm not sure what's going on at West. To only score 7 tonight against Fairfield, crazy. What we're finding out, the ECC's got some stuff in the middle of the road that's interesting. Little Miami, Turpin, West Claremont sitting there all kind of just playing around. There's going to be an upset. Somebody's going to knock off a Winton Woods or a Kings. It's going to be crazy here. We got some crazy finishes to go, I'm for sure.
Yeah, and it's only going to get better, folks. Next week, it's Elder and St. Xavier. We'll have the game for you all the way up till, throughout the game. Greg will pregame. He and I will be back for the postgame show. For all of us here at TriStateFootball.com, Greg Shoemaker, I'm Dan Klaskins. We appreciate you for listening in here to this Week 5 edition of High School Football Tonight. We'll see you next time right here on ESPN 1530, Fox Sports 1360.
This is Fox Sports 1360, WSAI Cincinnati, the home of Dan Patrick.